All right. Are we gonna work? Am I connected? Yay! I think it's working. All right. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get the link. Sorry guys, trying to figure out how to get the link for the stream. This is frustrating. Sorry, people. Good thing no one's watching right now. Oh, good. One person's watching. Yay, they can watch me screw around with this for a minute. Oh my goodness. I just want the link. Okay, well, that's not working. So let's start the stream and I'll pop over to Facebook and tell people to come watch the stream. So, we are here to talk about the two different stories of giving birth to the boys. The first one is a hell story. Second one is awesome. And it goes to show you what preparedness will do for you. So, I'm sorry, I'm speaking disjointedly because I'm trying to get things set up here and listen for Alex. So, when I went to give birth to Alex, everything was fine, and I wanna stress that my OB, my obstetrician, was great. She didn't question me. She had no doubts about me. So that was not a big deal. I wasn't even worried about it. And when I got to the hospital, the nurses were great. They were fine. There was nothing, there was no surprise. It was just some woman coming in to give birth. Labor, I wasn't treated any differently. And then as soon as Alex was visible, as soon as I finished giving birth to him, it was like something clicked. Oh my goodness, hold on a minute. Alex, what's wrong? He likes to tell me what's going on in his shows a lot. Chase! Yes, Pup Chase. Mommy's doing a stream right now. Sorry, something in Paw Patrol was urgent that he tell me about. Okay, so as soon as Alex was born, as soon as they made visual contact with the baby, it was like something clicked, and it was like the nurses just realized, oh my god, this blind lady is in charge of this baby. And it didn't matter to them that I had support. Like we were living with my mom at the time. Eric and I were and are together. Like, it wasn't like I was a single mom. So it wasn't like anything. There weren't any extenuating circumstances. So it was very strange to me as someone who's been blind my whole life. I was prepared-ish. Like, I thought I was prepared for dealing with people who hadn't had experience with the blind, because I've been pretty good about advocating for myself my whole life. But for some reason, I had just given birth and I was tired. So I was completely not ready for the extent that people were doubting me. And it was that, I think, was why I was so surprised. The nurses, they just did a full 180 on me, and I think that was the other reason I was surprised, was because when I got there and was in labor, everything was fine, and I was like, oh good, I can relax. I'm good. They don't seem to have any doubts. Boy, was I wrong. Oh my goodness, was I wrong. So they kept me. Alex was jaundiced. So we had to end up staying for 2.5 days. The first night, neither Mom nor Eric could stay with me, so I was by myself. But before they left, the night nurse was, coming in to introduce herself and give her spiel, hey, I'm filling in or this is my shift and this is my name, but she wouldn't talk to me. She would only speak to my husband or my mom. They repeatedly were telling her, speak to her. We have to go home and take care of some things. We're not going to be here tonight. You need to talk to her. But she just wouldn't talk to me. And at one point, actually just after they had stepped out of the room, she asked me if she needed to be paged when the baby woke up so that she could come and get the baby out of the bassinet and give him to me. Now, the bassinet, my mom had actually moved right beside the bed so that I didn't have to walk, because I had just given birth and I was still all shaky. So, honey, can you please go to the playroom with your tablet? Take your tablet to the playroom, honey. Come on, buddy. All the way in the playroom. Yes, cupcakes. Welcome to toddler life. So basically, Mom had put the bassinet a foot away from my bed, and this nurse was asking if I needed to page her when the baby was crying to come and get him for me, because would I be able to find him? I know she meant well. I really do. There are some times in life where I just want to smack people. Because it's like, I'm not infirmed in any other way. Honey, please take it to the playroom. Alex, honey, take it to the playroom. He's singing Paw Patrol. Sorry. I'm just informing the Facebook page. Okay, so, I was, that was the first shocker. My mom told me that they were asking her how I was going to, what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Why am I not live anymore? Why is volume muted? That was, what the heck is going on? What's going on? Sorry about whatever's going on here. Wow. We lost the stream. And I don't know why. Let me refresh the page and see what happens here. What is going on? Why? Okay, let's see if that did something. Okay, this recording, but I'm not live. Sorry, everybody, this kind of... What's going on here? What on earth? Why am I not live? Okay, I hope I'm still live. This is all new to me. I'm really sorry for this huge gap in in storytelling here. So it just, yeah. This is not good. Okay. Sorry about all this. Okay. It looks like I'm still live. I'm hoping I am. Okay. We're gonna continue like I am. I'm really sorry if I'm not, but we're gonna continue like I am. So after that, I was trying to tell people. A nurse had asked my mom how I was gonna change the baby's diaper, which is a fair question, I guess, if you have never seen a blind person change a diaper. But again, they weren't asking me these questions. And by the next morning, I just wanted to go home. And I was told that Alex was still too jaundiced to go home. And they, at this point, when you're in the hospital having a baby, there's lots of checking on you and the baby. There's blood pressure tests and temperature tests and all sorts of fun things. And for the first day, people, like the nurses, would just come in and check on Alex, and they wouldn't say, hi, I'm so and so, and I'm just coming in to check on this or whatever. They would just walk in and start doing what they needed to do, and I'd be like, hi, what's going on? So again, and I really want people to understand, I'm not telling people these stories to have a laugh at these nurses or to say that they were being malicious at all, because I really don't think they were. I think it was seriously just a case of ignorance. It was getting hard though, and I think my last straw before my mom and I just lost it, and I basically, my husband stayed the second night with me, but before he came from work, because he was a temp at the time, he couldn't take any time off really except for the day I gave birth. The lactation consultant was what was my last straw. Alex had been, he was at this point 24 hours old, and the lactation consultant had come to talk to me because he was having a hard time latching. And there was no, on her part, there was no, are you going to, pump breast milk? Like, she tried to help me get a latch for about 5 minutes. And then it was, if you're not, or when you go, her direct quote was, it sticks with me to this day. When you go home and can't breastfeed, you're going to formula feed him, right? Now, I want to stress that this hospital that I gave birth to both boys in is accredited for lactation. It is one of the hospitals that pushes breastfeeding almost militantly. And this woman, because she wasn't educated in how to talk to a blind person, how to deal with a blind person, within 5 minutes of a private meeting, was like, so you're going to just switch to formula because I don't know how to help you. She didn't say that. She didn't say, I don't know how to help you, switch to formula. She may as well have said, I don't know how to help you, switch to formula. What I said in response was, if I can't breastfeed, I'm going to pump and feed him my breast milk. And even then, she was still like pushing formula. Now, I don't know how many people have made formula. I've not actually personally made a baby bottle. I've watched it be made. I wouldn't want to be doing that blind in the middle of the night when my kid is screaming for food. I know for a fact I would get it wrong. I would get the mixture wrong. I would either give them too much, or I would, oh my goodness. I'm having some major trouble with this. I would either put too little or too much powder. It's just ridiculous that somebody would just automatically assume blind, can't do it, I don't know how to help her, screw it. Especially if you're in that kind of a professional, you're trying to help somebody feed a newborn infant, and that's your attitude. Again, I'm not saying it's malicious, I'm saying it's ignorance. This is why I want parenting blind to be my career. This is why I want to carry on with writing not just a blog for blind parents to look at, but writing little seminars that I can actually go and basically sell myself to a hospital or a obstetrician clinic or a midwife service or child care professionals and teach them how to interact with blind parents so that a blind parent doesn't have to feel like they're absolute crap and absolutely worthless as a parent when they are exhausted and run down from just giving birth to somebody or raising a child. When all you want is for people who are professional and and I'm not huge on caring what people think about me, but good God, I want people to take me seriously. I want people to understand that I am not incapable of doing things. I'm not an idiot. Blind does not mean incapability. And the fact that people have to be taught that, it does have to happen because blind people are a minority. And that's just how it has to be. You can't expect people to know. It's unreasonable. It sucks to have to go through it and then go, okay, maybe I need to do something about it. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to fix everything, but if I can do some small part to make somebody else's life easier. And when I pointed out to the nurses how they were making me feel and what they were doing, they were like, they felt terrible. They were apologizing to me. They were, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I was treating you that way. And one of them actually admitted, it's because I have no idea what it's like to be blind and raise a kid. I couldn't do it myself. And I'm sorry that I projected that onto you. And that's why I say it was totally not a malicious thing on these nurses' part. Logan's birth, completely different. Now, I think part of that was because I knew what to expect. And I basically went in there with my husband and we were like, barring some horrible thing that happens, we're not staying here longer than we have to and you can't make us. And the nurses were completely different. We actually told them about Alex's birth and they were shocked. And we actually had a whole different nursing staff with Logan. None of them were nurses that I had dealt with when I had given birth to Alex. So they were completely shocked about my story and they were totally different. They were, sure, you're just a normal person. So what, you can't see? You're just here to have your baby. And it was totally different. And it does help to know what you're doing. I had no idea with Alex because it was my first one. But it's just, you just have to, you have to be confident in yourself, which is hard to do when you're giving birth to people. You don't have the energy to do that. That's hard. But it's also down to training, and that's what Parenting Blind's all about. I'm going to end this stream because I'm not sure if I've just been talking and nothing's been working. Hopefully this has gone up. Thanks for paying attention to me, I guess. Sorry for the screaming child in the background. I've got to figure this thing out some more. I hope I can figure out how to stream without great big gaps of pausing in this whole thing. I'm still working this out. So, thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for listening to my rambling. And visit the Facebook page, the Twitter, if you have a mind to, the Patreon. Thank you so much if you do. Doesn't matter. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I will cut this off.